Alrighty, let's begin. Hello and welcome everyone. Here is Andy. Here is our bonfire. Today we're playing Whiskerwood again, part 2 of our town that we settled yesterday. The name of the town is Freetown, symbolizing the freedom of mice and my freedom from medication that has been plaguing my existence, or I should say was plaguing my existence for 2 weeks straight, but no longer so. I'm currently not enjoying freedom yet. I'll start enjoying it tomorrow because my doctor and ChatGPT have different visions about that. Of course, I should trust the doctor. I understand that. He just said that I can start eating things from today, dairy products and fruit, but ChatGPT said that my organism might not take the changes well enough if I switch to my normal diet sharply, and so I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow after approximately 30 plus hours since my last pill. As for alcohol, I'll have to wait until 5 days after the diet, the course finished, because they might have a violent reaction together. The remains of the antibiotics and ethanol. Yeah. Anyway, we're beginning. So, greetings to you all again, and good morning to Nicholas if you are already listening. I remember yesterday you began watching earlier than you sent your first message because you were not at your computer. Yep, and we have to load our Freetown. We did a lot of work yesterday, but there is much more work to do yet. And I'll need to strategize now. Remember that we are going chill, right? So we are just exploring the game. We are checking what options it provides. It's early access. We're just learning. We're just learning. Let's have a look. We have a lot of food. We have a lot of approval. 38 whiskers. We don't have any more space in our settlement, in our houses. And as for the storage space, I wish the game was more specific about how much storage space I have left. And how can I check the other storage buildings? Not clickable. Looks like I don't have that much storage space left, to be honest. But maybe there is space here. Well, no, not really. So I need to be careful about that. Maybe we should begin with adding more of these. Small warehouse is about planks, so that's another option I might use. Another option is to add a small warehouse, which is a convenient thing too, especially if you have plenty of planks. I mean, let's do it this way. One over here, and then another one over here. Yeah, I won't be able to place it next to on top of the other one. Okay, I'll place this one here. As for this one, can be placed over here, or one step back, two steps back. It will be 12 logs. Can you imagine? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. And there is no way to mirror this thing, as you remember. So let's add some planks to give our whiskers a chance to approach this thing. Then the earthworks has to be moved. I don't know where for now. About this place. No, it's blocked. Why is it blocked? Ah, because I'm not placing it correctly. The orientation. Why haven't I placed any more storage over here? I have space. Actually, really, why don't I do that? Like over here. Like this, then more plank walks here. What's this? Sawmill. We need some decor here. Let's see what we can build. Wind chimes. Wind chimes and a tree over here. The window is shut anyway, so I don't think anyone is going to complain. Maybe hanging garden? Yeah. Or no. Or yes. Tree. Let it be a tree then. Tree over here. And yeah, there'll be another storage shed here. And maybe another storage shed over here because there is some space. Then in front of it we'll have planks to walk around. All this place has to be covered in planks. Maybe except for this one. Here I'll create some flowers again. Not to make it look too boring. A tree makes Whiskers enjoy the surroundings. So now about here, looks like adding another storage would be helpful. Here it will be blocked because of this ladder, but I can place it over here to utilize space. And then I'll place more storage on top of here. But that will be very log expensive, you know. 8 logs per construction, so I think I should wait for now. And this small warehouse has to be destroyed. Now, I wanted to mine gold, but the thing is that I'm also expanding this territory. I'm trying to flatten the land, flatten the island slightly. Let's see if they have discovered any gold underneath. Doesn't look like that. They only discovered some copper ore. As for the gold, it's here. It's here, and we need gold because it's necessary to pay our debts. Maybe I can create an underground tunnel to that golden ore. That will be just kinda too much. And what's this ore? That's copper ore. Not bad too. Well, what can I say? Let's I need to expose this layer and then expose this layer, and copper ore here and there. We need to add walk-in paths. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a plank walk that will convenience make the walking more convenient. And we need another mining camp, I suppose, that will cover the territory there. Do I have miners that are available? Mining camp, mining camp, mining camp, logistics hub, mining camp. So I have one lad in the logistics hub. How many people work in the logistics hub? I see. You are fired, and you will go work in this mining camp. Hello, Masked Bandit. It's been a lot of time since we last talked. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, long time no see. Exactly. How are you? How are you? I don't remember. Was our last conversation when you were about to move, or it was already after that? Let me check. Yes, it was exactly at that time. So do tell, how did you did you solve that situation? Did they repair your vehicle? Was everything all right, or you had to resort to some alternative measures? And what's happening to the plank walk here? Well, let me bulldoze these here because they're not necessary anymore. And yeah, well, they'll continue. We have to think of some further housing conditions. I'm thinking of building atop these houses. How will that look? Let me check. Will that look acceptable? And what if I create another plank layer? Will it still look acceptable? Well, I mean, like, if I create a house here, and here, and here, should be... What's this? And then I'll have some decorations there, like flowers, plank-based flowers. 1, 2, 3. I kind of don't like that their roofs are damaged in this case. So I think we will do, as I said, as I wanted to do originally in the beginning. But what about this territory? Maybe something has to be located here underneath, not just to waste space. Let me have a look. Didi the Great tried to track you for ages, to stalk you. It makes sense. What? Let me just refresh my memory. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, right. Right. I think right. So I was wondering when you would come back. Did agree. Uh, Fyodor, right? So that's Fyodor. Or um, let me let me just. I'm trying to remember whether that was the the full name Federico or Frederico. I'm just trying to recall. Oh, damn it. I just saw it a second ago and now I lost it. Hey, where is that message? Federico, yeah, not, yeah, Federico. Now I do recall. Fedor the Great, 1 month ago. Federico, yes, yes, yes. Welcome back, my friend. It's a huge pleasure to have you here. Let's add some music. I'll unpause the game shortly, and then the music will return, just not to sit in silence. Yeah, Federico, just a second. I will read the message from Mask Bandit. I moved it. It was awful, an awful situation. I moved without my vehicle. Had to move with a loaner. Had it for 2 months after the move. 2 weeks after I got the car back, I started having the same trouble again. And the repair shop isn't being helpful and a job fell through, so I'm having to move into cheaper housing in another month. So, nasty situation. They told me that I didn't get the job because I'm too old, so I filed the case against. I'm so sorry, Mask Bandit. I'm so sorry. It's heartbreaking to learn that not only did the car have this issue again and the car shop failed you, but also the job opportunity didn't pan out to be successful. I do hope the situation improves for you, because, well, you definitely deserve that. Thanks for sharing your story. I hope it gets better. I do hope it gets better. What job are you looking for? And Didi the Great, yeah, so I want to react to your original message, sweet guy, and write to track you for ages or stalk you. Yeah, so I'm okay with stalking, at least at this point of my life. I don't have that much of a following, so I might change my answer later. But yeah, I've been alright. I was streaming. You probably saw that. I was streaming Farthest Frontier and War Tales after we played Whiskerwood, the demo. Then I got on my antibiotics course that I mentioned a few times already during the recent days, and that antibiotics course was really harsh. They were 32 pills per day that I had to take. They were for my gastroenterological health. And I had nausea, I was hungry in parallel with that, I had some metallic taste in my mouth, I was very grumpy about all that, and I wasn't in a good condition to stream, unfortunately, due to that. And so I skipped a lot of streaming opportunities last 2 weeks. And on Saturday, I thought that my course was close to its end, and I thought, okay, I mustn't put it off anymore, and I returned to you. And this is our third stream devoted to Whiskerwood in these 3 days. We are building a town called Freetown, and yeah, so this is my update. Apart from that, well, what can I say? I've been working, I've been running, I've been hustling about my kind of stuff in life, yeah, but nothing major. I think the most major thing is the medication, and that it is finally over and I can eat normally, and on Friday I'll have an alcohol party with myself. Yes, when my organism metabolizes all the drugs out. Yes, I thought about you. I was actually missing you. So it's a huge pleasure that you came back. That did great, Federico. I'm not sure. I don't know how to call you now because you have your nickname, you have your Italian name, you have your Russian name. So which one would you prefer? I wonder. Yes, and what else did you say? Yes, that's it. I'm playing some League of Legends, might take time before answering. Sure. Are you playing Blitzcrank by any chance? Blitzcrank was my favorite. I love robots. I love mecha. Yeah, Blitzcrank was my love. Absolutely. Further. Okay, I'll call you Further then. And you saw my previous uploads. I see. So it's a great thing that we matched our activity time today, and we could talk live. Yeah, and Mass Bandit said software engineer. Ooh, I watched a video on YouTube about how big tech in the US let down people, because in the noughties, in the first and the second decade of the century, big tech companies told parents, send your kids to universities because we'll be hiring. We need so many more employees. And a lot of people went to universities, and eventually they ended up on the market where they couldn't get hired because big tech already had too many workers. And now with AI also, it's quite I don't know whether you can call it a catastrophe, but I know that the IT market is definitely oversaturated with lots and lots of workers. So I can imagine it can be hard to find a job, especially when companies are looking for some young people, like to invest in them. And yeah, so I know of this kind of ageism discrimination. So it's a pity to hear about that it touched you, Mask Bandit. Once again, I want to express my hope that things will turn out for the better for you in the shortest possible future. And I think I've responded to everything you've said. And yeah. Let's think. So as I said, I want to place something here because I can create a house on what? Placement blocked? What do you mean? Placement blocked. I see. So I can create houses here. Ooh. This is too far, you know. Okay, let's just do that. Or we can go for plank abodes, and those will occupy less space. And will even not destroy porches, and we'll be able to place loners there. I need experimental I need experimental space, so we need to get rid of this ore as fast as possible. So let's mark this ore for extraction as well. This layer and yeah, this layer to start with. Then should I place some storage sheds underneath or something? What else can I place here? School and university. I have a research center and school I already have. I cannot place anything industrial underneath because it will create too much pollution, and I already have a lot of these buildings. Yeah, smokery has pollution coming out of it. So it looks like the best building to place here would be storage. That will be 6 pieces of storage areas. Can you imagine? That's quite a lot. So let's create blank block houses. What? I thought... false alarm. I just realized one thing. So we place them like this, and so part of the houses in front of them survives. Or we can place housing like this, and the porches will survive. Let's go for large houses for now. And see how that will end up looking. And what's this? This is my cafe. Oh, this is a shame because I need to have some passage over. How can I do that? How can I do that? And this place, maybe I can create a staircase here, like this. Flowers, I already... this one. Flowers, I already... No, I haven't built flowers yet. So how will they get on top of here? How will they get here, Andy? That's the question. That's the question. I cannot build it this way, right? Because it's not... it overlaps. What can I do then? I don't know what I can do, but I must do something about it. If I cut this, let's do what? Let's do it this way. Connect here. But I'm not sure what they can get here now. So we would like to, I would like to destroy the territory here. this layer of ore, and we will create long staircase here for the future. Not for the future, for now, that is. We'll create it here for now, and later we'll remove it. And I think... Wait, what have I done? Have I built this over? I built it over the house. What? Gosh, Andy, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? The entrance is over here, right? Yeah, the entrance is over here. So I'm sorry, slightly messed up. But still I need to think of some way to let them enter. How could that be done? Supposedly from behind. Supposedly from behind we'll add this piece of long stairs. Like this. Maybe I'll need another cafe to have more food ready. I'm not sure. Like, the game doesn't give any information about whether one cafe is enough to supply our mice with food. So, but yeah, housing is gonna be completed shortly. 1, 2, 3. 3 more pieces of flowers, and we just wait for the construction. Yeah. I don't like that it will take a lot of time for them to climb into the future housing, but, well, nothing to be done about that for now. Unless I create some passage from the warehouse, for instance. That's a bit insane. What about that bridge that I discovered? Could it help me with anything? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm just thinking that I could add this thing here. Well, rather this one. And then... and how will they climb onto this one fast enough? If I destroy this thing here, they will. But that will prevent them from walking this plank route, unfortunately. Well, these houses will disappear, and I already do that. For now, we'll work with what we have again. So let's create some plank walk over here. And the cafe is now obscured. Cafe is now obscured. I don't like it. I don't like that the cafe is obscured, of course. But do I have any options? I don't think so. Looks monstrous, to be honest. Just monstrous. Let's clean it for now. I don't want to... Well, planks I can keep here. There is no path that I can place here also. unfortunately. Ooh, difficult, very difficult. Maybe this one will have to be sacrificed to create this passage. Yep. Okay, let's go. Let's let them build. The small warehouse, I will pause the construction for now because it's not that necessary yet. I need to prioritize those storage sheds. Mining camp I want to set to high priority because I have a lot of taxes to pay and I need to be careful with that. Do I still not have any flax? I'm slightly worried that it stays at 0. Does it grow even? Maybe we don't have enough workers to tend to the... Yeah, like look, everything is just empty. They haven't planted everything. Maybe we do have to build another farmer. Just remind me the range. Yeah, I think if I build a farmer somewhere over there, it won't hurt. So we can have another farmer here. What was that? Some signal. Something happened. I'm not sure what happened. You will need some notifications about things. Let's start mining. Buttercup will be working here, and I don't have any more miners, so one should be enough for the time being. Flax spinner has been researched. Let's go and add something else. For example, oh, carpenter was received from tier 2, by the way. Organized heating, netter, coppersmith makes scissors, netter makes nets. I think I'm going for the netter. Yeah, my planks will now be disappearing fast again. But they hopefully will be made fast as well. No, they won't, because I don't have that many plank makers. And I don't have any available apprentices who can be hired here. I wonder where they work right now. They work in the research lab. That's where they work. I think I can sacrifice research and instead go for apprentices to catch up with my plank hunger. It's much more useful. Should I invest in overtime work or into policies? I can invest in all, right? So we can take something like stump collection or maybe some claws. Piecework trinkets, no. Okay, let's take this stump collection and I'm gonna force woodcutters to work overtime, and this woodcutter also works overtime, and I would ask my plank makers to work overtime also. Smokery works. Charcoal furnace works, making fuel. And ore furnace also works, making copper bars, which I'll need to get to tier 2 research, right? Yeah, I need 89 copper bars. It's even more useful than the nether. Actually, that's what I probably should do. What I should prioritize. It will be more useful. Block houses have to be prioritized. And logistics hub, I think I can kick all the workers out because I don't need them to be there. Workers will be able to handle transportation themselves. 74 approval, not that much, but that's alright. New day, heavy rain starts. We can get on with the construction of our Amogus. So let's add a few more stones like this, and I need to add another 3 stones on top of here, right? 1, 2, 3. Something is wrong. I think we still need the stone here. Am I right? Yeah, 5 by 5. Then 4 stones. Wait, what? No. This one is an incorrectly placed one. So 4 here and then 3 here, but we don't have enough resources. Thankfully, we can and should create the face now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to stones. We will create 1 here, 1 here. And here is our second Amogus, standing proud. Is it correct? No, it's not. 8 blocks. 6 blocks up. I see. So the hole has to be over here instead. 1, 2. Wait. Is it correct? 6 blocks like that. 6 blocks like that. I see. 1, 2. Then let's add the face. And I need 3 more blocks on top, and that will be completed Amogus. Let's go pay taxes. Gosh, the prices are atrocious, I must say. Golden ore will have to be spent, and a lot of copper ore. So we are going for basic price this time. Where can I get golden ore, people? I need golden ore badly. And maybe I will resort to what was that called? Not pirates, but smuggler. If I have excess cut stones, I will use smuggler's service. Whiskers have arrived. We have greedy, swift, apprentice, warm core, compassionate, inquisitive, weak knees, unsafe worker, and rebellious. Apprentice and warm core. Explorer, swift, only, and compassionate. So 1 farmer, 1 explorer, 1 engineer. Well, sounds good enough. Sounds good enough. Although I don't need an apprentice who is an explorer. That's a problem. At least for now. Learns faster at school. I just need one miner. One miner and 2 farmers. Alright, I'm back from League of Bricks. Thanks for the kind words you said before. And yes, I actually looked for you quite often in the last weeks. Well, here I am. And so what champion did you play in League of Legends? I'm really curious about that. Let's reroll. Let's reroll. Perfectionist Farmer. Warm Core. Weak Knees. Now let's reroll once again. And I just kinda doomed myself. So I will hire this one and this one, I suppose, but yeah. Okay, I'm hiring this one, hiring this one. Too bad. I needed farmers, but I didn't get them. Have a lot of explorers. So I need to take a farmer. Do we have any spare farmers anywhere? Where are they all employed, I wonder, all those farmers that I have? Look at this, it's just crazy. There aren't any farmers available. Remember I placed them somewhere, but where? Or did I teach them something different? Have so many engineers. Where is Born employed? In the cafe. I have 2 farmers in the cafe. I see. So I'll take one of them. Remind me. She's what? She doesn't have... No, she has this content skill, and you have thoughtful skill. But no teacher, unfortunately. Let's place Pebble here to work in the cafe and send this Tangle here to school, and I'll teach one more person who is well, Green, to become a farmer. And yeah, 2 farmers should be enough. My main is Brown and Swain. And Karma. Karma, Brown, and Swain. You know, the last time I played League of Legends was somewhere in 2013, maybe 2015. So since that moment, a lot of new heroes, new champions have been released. So I'm kinda out of the loop. But I do remember this Braum, it's guy with mustache, right? And Karma is this kinda Eastern lady with a fan, I suppose. Swain, though, I remember, one of the oldest guys, this, with ultimate, with crows, and... but they reworked him, right? There was his ultimate with crows, but maybe something is different now. Okay, do we take the schematic, or do we take clothes? I'm not sure. I think I'm going for claws, because schematic is something I can get by myself. Clothes, though, I need clothes for my whiskers. So, are we gonna build the house or what? Because I don't want to have any homeless people today, but looks like I'm gonna have them, unless I enact night construction. I mean, I have so many planks, and despite that, they are not building fast enough. Probably it's because they have quite awful movement, navigation. Yeah, look at this. They have to walk extra distances all the time. It turned out to be a real badass. The voice actor too is amazing, which was an actor in the Game of Thrones series. Swain, So you play supports mostly. Yeah. When I played with people, I also played supports because my favorite was Blitzcrank. I also played Nasus, top lane, and yeah, mostly these two. Nasus is nasty. I just love champions with this stacking ability, you know, when you can stack something that really is very cool. When you can multiply your damage output throughout the whole game. I'm a boring guy, I like to play on the champions that is appealing to my taste. It was like kite and appearance. Me too, the same, totally the same, man. I suffered from that a lot because, you know, there are heroes that are meta and you should play them and you should play specifically, but I take games for what they are. Games are to have pleasure, not to have KPI and, you know, be successful. That's why I mostly play Dota 2 now. Sometimes, I mean, I switched from League of Legends to Dota 10 years ago, and I only have been playing with bots. I have around 2,000 hours in Dota, and all of those 2,000 hours have been spent with bots, not people, because people are very toxic in Dota. I don't want to have it. I'm trying to rest, I'm trying to enjoy my time, and I don't need that nonsense on the chat. But I did have, I played League of Legends with people, and I, well, learned some things about myself there back in the days, and that wasn't really pleasant. Yeah. So, remembering that in Dota I didn't make the same mistake. Had to turn off the chat to avoid toxic players. Yes, exactly. I mean, can you just turn it off completely now? Like, from the start? Because, just, I mean, of course all of us have had these stories about toxic companions, and I don't think I was ever toxic. I tried to be, like, I mean, kind, because it's a game, and well, so I start a game and I type this slash and then mute all, and I make a mistake. No, it wasn't after I began the game. Actually, there was some action and somebody was typing angry commentaries, and I wanted to mute all, and instead of that, I accidentally added a space between the words, and I typed it on the chat, and somebody, and that toxic guy messaged mute your mom, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I think after that I disconnected, because I just said I'm not gonna play with an idiot, and disconnected. Yeah, that's a good thing that you can turn off the chat now. It's useful, very useful. Can't build positive relationships because when they're enraged you can't reason with them. Luckily now you can shut down chat for bot teams. Yeah, people just get caught in the heat of the moment, and I don't understand this. I mean, like, I get you're angry, so you can say things like, oh damn it, or like, oh fuck it, and so on and so forth, but why are you insulting people? I mean, I'm a passionate player myself. I can make a lot of commentaries while I'm playing, but to really offend others, like, why? It's just a moment, I'll ban some bypasser who is not very real person, I suppose. We have supply ship. Yeah, I think I'll pick mild shipment with some tea, which adds to our debt. Our logs count is decreasing, planks count is increasing, but we still have to have many more planks, so maybe we can resume construction of the small warehouse too. But first of all, the block houses have to be completed. Any of the two, I don't care. Farm is still not ready, by the way, which is a pity. Well, with 3 builders, maybe it's unsurprising that they're not completed. I thought I wanted to plant trees here, no? Don't remember placing berries in this location. The same here, I think I... No. Flax. It's flax. Or maybe I wanted berries, I don't remember. Because yeah, I think I wanted to chop all the logs first, because I have plenty of them. When am I gonna get flax at last, I wonder? Okay, no one is homeless anymore, which is good news. I got death threats, got wish to get cancer and so forth. Bad thing is you shut down the chat and say goodbye to the social pleasure, and you are to hope that you play good enough to trigger your teammates to add. Who knows, Fedor? Maybe one day we can play League of Legends together. I had some thoughts of coming back to play my favorite Blitzcrank, but I'm scared to think how much the game has changed since 10 years ago. But it would be, I mean, I've never had anyone, okay, not never, but I've very rarely had anyone to play together with Dota or League of Legends. It's just, and I think to enjoy these games you have to play with friends, like 2, 3, and the best scenario is 5 people, so nobody can ruin the game for you in this case, I suppose. I think I need to bring back my researchers. Wait, what? No. Second. I meant these two. Yeah, to make research, because planks again are beginning to pile up and logs are quite the opposite. When you feel up to this, to make this mistake to play League of Legends, League of Bricks again, let me know. Yeah, sure, I will. Storage sheds have been... Yeah, a lot of logs went into the construction of storage sheds, right? They also drained my resource count. Day 36 begins. Yeah, now we're just mainly skipping time to cut the stones and harvest precious stuff. Do I see gold ore? Yeah, I do. We have gold ore. Ship has arrived. Offer and trade. Smuggler. Smuggler. Okay, let's sell something. I can sell planks, fuel, and I think I should be trading cut stones. And something else I can sell. Planks. Well, I'm a bit reluctant about that. Smoked fish, though. Well, food. Food. I'm not gonna make enough. Wait. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have 1 gold bullion. And we'll be able to sell it to the cats there. And what are they doing down there? They're cutting something underneath, it looks like. Oh, there's copper ore down here. And not just one, but several. Anything else I have here that I can collect? Some coal. Well, this is underneath here, and I'm not interested in cultivating this place. So for golden ore, so we have nothing here. Some copper ore here. It's what? It's under our housing. I'm not interested, but we have some. I saw there was golden ore here. Yeah. Let's extract this one. Extract this one. And what's this? Copper, copper, copper. I'm gonna prioritize gold for now. Of course, gold is more precious. And let's pay our taxes. Taxes will pay by gold bullion. And don't have any copper ore, so we will... any gold ore, so we'll have to use copper, sadly. Which is not something I enjoy doing, but don't have any options. About our research facility. They're using planks and copper bars. To get to tier 2 technology. Spare scrap, old rags, stale rations. Maybe I can get some schematic, no? Failed. Planks, cut stone, hardtack. Let's roll again. Okay, I'm taking this one. Okay, I'm taking the new schematic in hopes that that will boost more schemes in the future. That will give us more options of schematics in the future. Anyone who... Wait, what's happening with my application for the chat? Did your message pop up, or... Let me check. Yes. It's... so I just missed. I'm sorry. I missed. Anyhow, they did release... it's early access. It's early access. It was released on November 6th. Last Thursday, and I think they said that the development will take approximately 1 year. Man, you missed such an encounter yesterday, because yesterday we got a guy who came to my stream, and he was like an early play tester. He didn't subscribe, so he... and didn't follow, so I don't think he will be coming back, but but so he is an early play tester for Whiskerwood, and he said that he played the game for the longest time ever of all play testers until I need to find his messages. Something like he had something like 400 mice, I think. Let me try and locate just a moment. I'll open my chat. He's just some very dedicated player. He was very positive. Yeah, he was very positive, and he told about the company that makes Whiskerwood. He says that they are 3 Japanese developers. So they basically made the game themselves. Of course, I think with outsource, hiring artists and designers, but still. How do I find the name? I think I'll go to my dashboard, or gosh, Twitch is so inconvenient sometimes. Can I just go to my list of videos somehow? Yeah. Let's go to part 1, then scroll to the end of the video. Zootastic. His nickname was Zootastic. Yeah, now back to my channel. I need to find a user on my channel. How do I do that? There is a way to find a user, I remember. Zootastic. No matches. User Zootastic. Yeah, I found him. So let me scroll. So essentially, he said, I'm an early play tester, so I always am curious how much experience a streamer has. I have more hours than anyone and played farther than anyone. I got to day 430 before my last game got corrupted. 430. For the comparison, I'm on day 36 or 35, I don't remember. And now they say they have fixed that corruption bug. He gave them many files. He had 220 mice. Yeah, not 400, but 220 mice, and he played until 430 days. Yeah, quite a powerful dude, I must say. I was very humbled to have such a legend on my stream. Yep. Whiskers, let's see who we can hire. We have an apprentice and warm core explorer. We have a patient farmer, inquisitive farmer, content farmer, compassionate engineer, and patient miner. Can I accept all? No, I cannot. I think I'm gonna hire this engineer. Compassionate. Then I'm gonna take content, inquisitive, and patient miner. Yeah, but I still can hire this Cinder. Okay, let's hire 5 Whiskers, and we need to build this house there quickly because someone is homeless now. Lucky guy, he doesn't have to work probably like us. No, he is he actually specified he is retired. He is retired, and because of that he he has, I think, a lot of time. He worked in the gaming industry. Let's build plank abodes now. One. What do you mean? The placement blocked and placement blocked. So we have to redo. He worked in the gaming industry as some. I forgot his position, but I'm gonna tell you in a moment. User Zootastic. He said that he worked as a systems engineer. Yeah, he worked there for 10 years, and he worked in the Fortune 500 company. So I guess it was one of the big studios, I suppose. And yeah, so some real powerful dude with very relevant XP. So yeah. Let's build more houses now. 1, 2, 3. I wonder, will I be able to build underneath them? Wait, what's going on here? I know everything's correct, but will I be able to build underneath, replacing the... no, I need to decide now. I need to decide and build now. What will be underneath? It's a big problem because I don't know what will be underneath yet. With his age still playing. Oh, come on. Come on. Age is not important in such questions. So, I think I discovered some industrial building, right? Something about flax spinner. Can I place this flax spinner? Yes, I can, but it will have 2 floors, so I cannot really fit it here. So suppose I must build storage sheds here. Right. Mining tool. I'll have to wait. And can I destroy the supporting constructions later? I don't think so. I don't think the game will let me do that. So I just need to wait until they finish the job here. And some whiskers will have to stay homeless for now. Supply ship has arrived. Too many ships today, I must say. Okay, let's get some machinery, hardtack, and blah blah blah. What's my relationship with the crown, by the way? Do I have any statistics about that? Approval? No, maybe it's... Relationship with the crown. Do I have any screen? Royal wax seals. Rebellion fervor. Rebellion fervor in the colony leads to rumors and murmurs of a future free from the claws. Where is the information about the relationship? Policies board, quest log, tax report. Pleased. Maybe this bar is the relationship bar. No, my dad used to play and he never had in such fields, though he was 7 when he passed away, but he enjoyed it It's now I feel quite sorry because we didn't spend much time to get in the proper way. Yeah, it's a very understandable thought. You have my sympathies about that. To spend time with parents, especially if you have good relationship, doing some cool things together, that's precious. Farm got workers, so let's take... Oh, I suppose the school finished its education, right? So we can drop the person from there, the whisker from there, and take this warm core grain and take patient, inquisitive, healthy, can smell, thoughtful, patient. I think we'll take patient farmer. Yeah, now we have this farm up and running, and I hope we will get more food, and finally they'll start working on flax, because for now it's been ignored for a while. And look at how much stone I have. A lot of approval despite some homeless whiskers. Well, we didn't have a good relationship, bits of it again, and I did discover some things about him, and well, even behind my super good manners, we've been through tough, crappy years. Well, that I can also sympathize with, because my family is... my friends, when I was a kid and a teenager, my friends used to call my family Adam's family, so... and lots of my relatives deserve that name. Things have improved over time, but not because people have improved. I think mostly it's because I grew my own teeth, let's say. Yeah, grew my own teeth, and I'm not that interested to fight with anymore, because I can retort. What, they have mined everything. No, my friends were not... no. They were not rude. They were exactly right. They were exactly right. And that was a totally spot-on comment. How much time they spend climbing these staircases, it's just awful. Another bunch of whiskers have arrived, but I think I don't need any more dwellers. I still have one homeless whisker, so we need to get rid of these stones here as fast as possible. What about gold? Have I exposed any gold? Yes, I have. One more piece, but that's so pathetic in comparison to my needs. So let's skip the subject. This stuff is better to be dealt with vocal channel instead of letter. Yeah. I mean, I've been always very open about how I like about everything personal. I'm totally fine with sharing, but I understand your desire to keep privacy, of course. And yeah, let's switch the subject. Tell me how you've been this month, or the 2 months since we last talked, since I was streaming Whiskerwood. So what have you been up to? Has anything interesting happened in your life and stuff like that? I need to ask someone to work overtime, I suppose, and that someone will have to be woodcutters and stone cutters to get rid of all this excess stone, and in the meantime we can go finish our Amogus 1, 2, 3. Another Amogus is here. So the archipelago of Amoguses is slowly growing. We have enough stones, I think, for another one. Can Amogus sit, I wonder? Can it sit? I think it should be able to sit, right? So let's create a sitting Amogus. Nicholas Debori, hello, good morning. I'm not sure whether you heard my greeting to you when I started the stream, because when I began the stream I literally said hello guys and good morning to you, but you probably were still sleeping. And anyway, welcome. Let me introduce you to Did It Great, a great lad from Italy, and we met each other, I think, approximately a month and a half ago, something like that. I was playing Whiskerwood, the demo, and he joined my stream on Twitch. And this is Nicholas Debori. He is from the US, and we met each other approximately 2 weeks ago. I was streaming Farthest Frontier, so great person, very supportive on my streams. So at night shift at work, and after I ate my dinner I felt sick at work. For real? Well, that's a very relatable story, because I've been feeling nauseated for many days on end due to my medication. I'm sorry to hear about your experience. So you're saying you didn't have that much stuff to do, and yeah, I'm already on Amogus, Nicholas, because we, as you can see, we have accumulated some extra stones to work with, and we will do exactly that. So we now have a difficult task of trying and creating a sitting one. Not sure whether I'll be successful, but let's lay the foundation for that. I hope we will manage. The archipelago must go forth. I remember my stomach issues. Yeah, hopefully there'll be much fewer issues now. You know, I'm slightly... I should say that I'm kinda shooting my own leg here, because I'm using all my cut stones to create those Amogus statues, but I could be smuggling those to get gold to pay for the taxes, but instead, what am I doing? I don't know. Maybe I have to cultivate cotton to sell it also, because it's sellable, but the prices are shallow. I don't know. What? Why is flax ignored? I mean, stop picking berries, people. Just start doing some real business, no? And I think I'll stop buying supplies, because I don't need anything else. And did that drop our relationship with cats? Let me check. Yes, it just dropped our relationship by 1 point. Started recently, as soon as I subscribed to Fencing school. Ooh, what a refined gentleman you are. It's like the Easter Islands where they destroyed the economy to build giant heads. I didn't know that story about destroying the economy, but yeah, from the sound of it, that's exactly what I'm unfortunately doing. Hopefully your whiskers don't end up extinct like this. Yeah, I need to read that. Sounds very interesting. What's that? Mining camp. Out of work. Uh-huh. So we can continue cutting the ore, but I think, as I said, we should be more considerate, and instead we should go mining for gold. And this location looks really appealing, of course, not appeasing. What am I talking about? Yeah, so let's expose some ore here and some ore here, and we need to create some proper path there, right? I'm gonna take one mine. No, I think I'll take them all. So those mining camps are going here. 1, 2. Wait, what? You still have a job to do? How so? I thought there aren't any mine shafts left, but okay. So they will be stationed here. Let's create long stairs over here and over here, and now a long pathway with planks along. What is this monstrosity? It will go this way, then this way, then this way, this way, this way, this way, and one step up, upstairs, and yep. This one is unnecessary. What else? We have to give them a chance to climb. Is that right? Yes, exactly is. How do I do that? Well, I suppose by creating this one and then creating this one here. And now you can begin your mining adventure. Where are they? No, so they're done as well. So we can relocate this one to join the others. Yeah. So go and surface some gold for me, please. Fencing is cool. It's surprisingly popular. Well, if I have a cousin and a friend whom are instructors, I play some more League of Bricks. Mr. I'm here. Yeah. Dada the Great, also known as Federico or Fyodor in Russian. He is currently enjoying League of Legends, so yeah, that's why he'll be popping up on the stream from time to time. Nicholas, what are you up to? What are you doing this morning? Just waking up, having breakfast and stuff? Or something more serious, maybe? I mean, breakfast was very serious, but still. And about fencing, yeah, I myself thought of doing fencing. Not doing fencing, I just thought of it, you know, as a concept. I wondered how people come to it. I wonder, it's been bugging me, this question, like, and I probably am wrong, but I wonder whether fencing is actually able to teach you how to wield a sword if you never ever are going to actually kill people or anyone with that, because I suppose when you train you have to still restrain yourself, and in past where a sword was one of the major weapons, you inevitably came to the situation where you had to exercise your skills in a real battle, and that's what really hardened and seasoned soldiers and fighters. But about now, I'm not sure. Like, if there were orcs in our world, or if there were some creatures, evil creatures who I could fight, I think I would run to fencing exercises. But just to exercise it for the aesthetics, I'm not so sure. But probably it's a great sport too, and it definitely should improve your athletic form. And I think if I take a stick and start fighting someone who is a fencing instructor or even a fencing athlete, I think I'll be beaten very miserably and quickly, and that will dispel all my doubts about how serious this sport is. But yeah, I wonder how it feels that you cannot actually use your skill in a real battle. I suppose managing would be the word my computer. Aha. Right. Oh, that reminds me. Did you fix your car yesterday successfully? And as for the next message, you wear protective gear and the swords are blunt. The few times I've done saber fencing, I was never worried about being harmed. I mean, others only ended up with a few bruises. So you kind of unleash full force in this case, so you actually don't restrain yourself. So time to see what will our alternative setup look like. I will add several more storages here. I need woodcutters to work over time, and I need to construct plank abodes here. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll add plank walk in front of them, like this. Let's make it more beautiful. This hole has to be masked, I think. Just I need this. Earthworks have been idle all this time? For real? Gosh. In the times when I need workers so badly, they've been idle. Okay, now back to the question with the stairs. Well, that can be dealt with later. Let's first build the plank abodes. And looks like I must build a plank path here. Oh, wait a second. Not here, but here. To make it look decent. And then this staircase like this, and another plank passage. I cannot build it here because there are some crop fields that are completely ignored. I mean, what's happening to the crop fields? Why are they ignored? Why do they only tend to berries? No, they finally No, wait, they still are ignoring. I don't understand. Josia Matt, why do all streamers of games like this overbuild and underdeveloped? I'm sorry? Why do all streamers of games like this overbuild and underdevelop at the same time? Well, first of all, welcome to the channel and to the stream. Secondly, I guess we just love building. Not sure what you mean by underdeveloping, because I'm also just learning. And yeah, so it's just I'm getting some XP. And it's a very, very fresh game, so I don't have much experience with it. About the car. It was miserable, below freezing. I realized halfway through that I had purchased the wrong parts, so I had to go to the store and return them to get the right ones. So the quest was much more complicated than you had expected, I see. Done a few combat sports, and fencing, I would say, is one of the safer ones. Not that getting hit with 3 pounds of steel feels great, regardless of how much padding you wear. I see. Let's send our woodcutter on overtime. I mean, no offense, it was just a simple question, my apologies. No, I mean, I'm not offended, I'm not sure I understood. Maybe you can, how to say, you can specify what you mean, like, you meant that I haven't optimized everything and I'm already building my colony, or what did you mean? Because if you meant that, then it's just I'm trying to do both things at once. I'm trying to learn how the game works and how to optimize stuff, and at the same time I don't want to have a disgustingly looking colony, and I try to create something more or less visually appealing from the start, which is a very hard task, and I think I actually successfully fail at both of those tasks. And yeah, that's a pity, but it's unfortunately the best I can do for now. These plank abodes are for those whiskers that prefer to live alone. I just want to see how they will look in comparison to the classical setup that we have here. We will see. Essentially, we have what, a triple layer accommodation place. There was a message. There was a message from this mining camp saying that there isn't anything to mine. What do you mean? There was golden ore that you were supposed to be mining, no? Well, now you know that. Let's mine 6 blocks instead and see where that will take us. Right. Great that we understood each other. It's great. Which still leaves me with a question about flax. I don't get it. They seem to be ignoring the task. Let's maybe destroy it and destroy all this for now, because I really want to understand whether they will grow flax or not. I'll watch over them. Are the farms specified to grow a specific plant? Not that I see anything of that sort. Can see that, not really. Oh, they began. Flags. I remember further, remember we had the same bug, so they still haven't fixed it. It was a bug before you assign them with planting some trees or flags. Instead they plant berries. Always plant the first thing that they can, and that is always berries. Okay. Okay, so it was bugged. The farm tool is bugged. That's the sad reality now. Let's add a bit more flags downstairs here. Then we will add some trees, some forest of trees here, and some trees here. I've noticed the AI in this game is very hard-coded, not very malleable by the player. Kind of, yeah, but I think they'll be tackling that over time. Oh, look at this. So this is how our residential place... This is our residential place. So what do you think? Which one looks better, this or this? I would say that this one, this left wing, looks better. Even though these plank abodes are smaller, just these porches are kind of pathetic. But at the same time, it will be more practical to have more living space, right? Some houses are unoccupied now, so they prefer single rooms, it looks like, to houses with 2 people living there. You would think the developers would let them be able to store food in the homes as well. Yeah, but that works differently in Whiskerwood. As you know, they have to go to the cafe to eat, so that's how they think it should be. Mixed. Beautiful in south. Having a diversity of dwelling types can add detail. Yeah, but these look identical, and because of that, they because of that, I have questions. I mean, they have the same visual style. And we cannot even see the underneath. We cannot see the... What have I pressed? I have pressed the Windows button. We cannot even see the underneath layer with housing here. And if I build over this one, blank abode, it will cover Let's see. Adding decoration may help. Fences against the backs of the roofs, for example, would work nicely, in my opinion. Fences against the backs of the roofs. Fences, you mean here? Funny how the game kind of encourages you to be experimental and expand your colony, but at the same time you want to compress everything because of the walking distances, and it's a bit of a bummer because I still cannot get my head around the concept of construction here, like what it should be yet. I don't understand. On the right flank. On the right flank. Like on this side and let me ponder for a moment. Oh look, we have increase in, you know what, I think that fact that I've accepted so many colonists is actually an instance of shooting my own leg, because I now pay huge taxes and I'm not utilizing all the workforce that I have to produce things. And what on earth is happening with my research, by the way? How close are they to tier 1? Still quite far away. On the deck of the upper houses. I'm not sure what you mean, man. It's like this against the lower roofs along the deck of the upper houses. Like this? Uh-huh. 3. Okay, and here. And here it won't be even visible. Because we have a full roof covering here. I also don't like that you cannot mirror the thing, because if you could mirror the house, I would be able to place a staircase here, but I cannot because it will block the entrance now. So okay, next day I'll destroy these 3 houses, and I think I'll go with the legacy model just to utilize space better. Is there a public sitting park amenity that you can add to the open space? Yes, I'm gonna be making kind of a square here. I will. I just need to finish the story with what's this? Why such little approval? Bland food, hard labor, aid at the warehouse, mild pollution, dirty fur, rough and stuffy, low housing quality, what? Pollution, raw food, uncomfortable dinner, unsatisfactory bath, but mostly bland food. threadbare clothing. More and more complainers about the quality of their clothing. I see. So let's create plank houses here. Yeah, I have to destroy the plank walk to start with. Then plank 1. No. Cancel. What do you mean placement blocked? Flowers. Speaking of flowers, I also have to destroy these logs. These decorations. Why? Because they will give me logs, and I'll instead use planks for that. We have to repeat that with all decorations in the living quarters, at least. Yeah, so plank blockhouse 1, 2, 3, then plank passage in front of the houses. Right. Then we have to add decorations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, wasn't sure why there was no vision to put those flowers there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? No. This is not what I wanted. I wanted to build flowers here. The feature with the shifting between floors doesn't really work well. Often, let's bulldoze these houses also, and we will rethink this area a bit, just slightly later. Then this one has to be bulldozed too, and we need to add more cobble fence over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. About the entranceway, I'll think about it later. There is a bot. I'm sorry. Regarding the overpopulation, that's one of the problems I foresaw with the tax system. In Timberborn, you gained new population by breeding them, and having them die off is normal. So if you overproduce population, you would eventually return to equilibrium through mass starvation. It seems to be a much more painful process in this game. Yeah, maybe they'll tackle that later. Let's, in the meantime, focus on the construction of those block houses, just to prevent us from having some issues with accommodation today. I don't understand why bathing is low quality, despite the fact that they actually have soap in their disposal, at their disposal. And maybe I need to add another bathing block already, because I have so many whiskers around. I mean, I'm not against it. Smuggler has arrived, and we can sell cut stones to get some bullions. And if they don't want to use soap, I'm gonna sell it then. what can I tell them? Planks? No. 1,000 gold. Damn it. Yeah. Hasn't been delivered. Well, too late. It's not gonna be delivered because I sold it. Tax collector. Let's sell gold. What do you mean I have only one? I had two. What did I press? Did I just waste resources? I'm gonna check the recording. Oh, Twitch, please don't do that. Just tell me what's happening. Wait. Yes, everything is correct. I'm hallucinating. I only traded for 1 bullion. Okay, I have 3 pieces of golden ore. And now let's sell some copper ore. Gosh, I'm facing some economic disaster, it looks like. What about mining? Have I discovered any gold? Yes, I have discovered some over here. And what about there? What are our efforts? We just started. We just started. Gold over here. So keep digging. Keep digging, people. What? These trees. These trees are gonna prevent me from exposing land. Let's cancel this then. Okay. Oh, and here. Have golden ore exposed, but just 1 piece. Nothing more. Shame. Just 1 piece of golden ore. Okay, let's dig a bit more. Look how many stones I have. It's just insane. Way too many. Whiskers, no. I'm not gonna even look there. Okay, to make ourselves a bit happier, I think I'm going to... What's this? Can I get, like, some schematic or clothes? I cannot. Okay, I'm gonna go for food then. That's a pity. That's a pity. If this game had free build regime, I think it would be slightly better. Because I'm really feeling overwhelmed with things going on. So this one is a sitting amogus. The body is to be 5 cubes tall. He at this point, and then yeah, I will wait until we accumulate more cutstone. Yeah, I mean, I could have so much money if I sold this cutstone, and here I am complaining about bad economic situation. Just look at me. At least plank houses are being completed. 7 workers. 7 workers. They're idle. They're idle. That's so bad. Let's maybe improve our logistics. Maybe they will help us do something better. And again, they're ignoring my orders. I told you to have trees here, no? Why have you ignored my request? And now that I have some flax upcoming, I can start making clothes, but I don't know the proportion. So 1 piece of flax, 2 woven cloaks, right? Unlike in Farthest Frontier, you don't have the statistics how much people, how much time Whiskers spend not working. So you don't know the efficiency of your buildings, unfortunately. Oh, and I almost have spent all my planks. Hooray. Even though I'm not sure I should be happy about that, but let's wait. And again, I don't have any people to work in my factories. I can kick out earth workers. Yeah, no need for them anymore. Then Pebble and Fidget, they can work here. Farms that are totally bugged and have been for quite a lot of time already. Can I have my damn trees, please? Do I have to rebuild them every time? Oh, look. It switched back to berries after I created the second and the third line. Nighttime. No, I think I want to ask my stone cutter to... No, I'm not gonna ask because I'm afraid about the approval now. It's begun to decline. And I want to check what will happen this night. The final plank block house is not yet completed, but will be next day. Research is painfully slow, painfully slow. Probably I'll need to build another bathhouse, bathing dock, if we still have Whiskers with dirty fur today. I'll do that. Are you able to process gold ore in the ore smelter, or do you need different kind of smelter? I think there will be a special building dedicated to that. -41. Can you see that? Gosh, I don't understand. I think I've got too many educated and high tier Whiskers already. Pleasant surroundings. Threadbare clothing. So they have no clothes. That's the problem. I haven't got any clothes. And do I have any flax? I suppose no, because there hasn't been any grown. So this is where my colony will fail. Looks like. Why are you taking it to the farm? You can take it straight to the warehouse, no? Oh no, it's so sad. Supplier. Well, I'll reject shipment. Hopefully the harvest finishes before winter. I mean, winter doesn't affect any harvest because the only thing we have to do is just to warm up the surroundings, and that's it. Okay, we began making clothes, I understand, right? Because some flax has just arrived. Is that thanks to logisticians? I suppose. So we're making clothes at last. And if I have scissors, I will get more... I'll get more efficiency, I understand. So, and scissors I actually can make if I build... if I build... if I build who? If I build... Where is that thing? Not stone cutter. Weaver? No, I already have weaver. Ore furnace? No. Carpenter? No. Maybe I didn't research that thing yet. Coppersmith, yeah, that's the thing. And also it's interesting, what will happen if I change my research now? Will it mean that all my progress will be lost or not? My head spins slightly about all this thing that I have to think about. Okay, let's not get too disoriented. And I'm also constantly worried whether I missed something on the chat, but looks like no. Factories. Maybe I can build something that will improve our life, like carpenter. Carpenter will create wooden vices, and vices will do what? Will improve the quality of housing. Or well, let's have this carpenter. I mean, just out of curiosity, I want to know what it will, how it will affect my town, and where will I build my carpenter? Can build it on the second level here. Entryway being blocked because of the tree, or because of this staircase, I suppose. So if I create my carpenter here, then I kinda mess up the passage to the living quarters. Or do I? Well, not really. But it would be nice to have some... The entranceway has to be rethought completely. It's just a mess now. This layer placement of everything is crazy. They need to do something about it. That you cannot climb from the same spot upstairs is a major bummer, because just my head spins about construction, and you cannot just arbitrarily build. You have to think of the consequences. And again, they're ignoring this completely. They don't want to. Maybe I need to have more farmers for how much I have here. Maybe. Let's add another farmer. Maybe that will help the situation. The range is quite high, so yeah. And back to the factory, carpenter factory. How about here? Oh, this place, I like it. Wait, no, not like this. It will have to be facing outside. Oh, like here. Yeah, like here. The tree will have to be deleted. Planks. Carpenter will have to be prioritized. And let's see what it will do. And carpenter requires how many workers and what kind of workers requires? One apprentice, one standard worker, and one master. Is there a catalyst that speeds up how fast farmers work? I don't remember. No. No, there isn't. And again, I have too many stones to deal with. Too many stones. Let's have a look at our mining tool. Any gold we have discovered? Yes, there is some gold. But tiny bits of gold. Two pieces here, 3 pieces here. Nice. That's something. That's something. Approval just got up. But it's not about... Yeah, they still are complaining about clothes, but something changed. I don't know what changed. It's completely random. Completely random. All of them, all 45, complain about their clothing. That means that no clothes have been produced, or what? What's that? The miners are out of work. Let's see what we have down there. Hey, that was a misclick. That was a misclick. Copper ore. So we have to be going. We have to be going here. Let me check. Is there any golden ore? There is golden ore on this side. But to get there, we'll need a ton of planks, which I'm not intending to do. Is there anything to be had? Does it mean that we have to abandon our mining industry and maybe we'll have to actually plant a lot of flax? But that's impossible because we don't have so much planting space. Okay, we can start collecting copper ore here. So let's take this mining camp. I wonder what is some... This game requires some automatization, the amount of micromanagement makes me a bit overwhelmed, or not a bit even, I should say. So it's something... Nicholas, you have experience with Timberborn. Was it the same way there? Like you have to micromanage everything? Maybe it's because I'm talking and commenting everything I do that I feel slightly overwhelmed, but is that the way it's supposed to be? Oh, the carpenter is here. So we don't have any available apprentices. Where can I get some apprentices? Here, no. I need to drop my weavers. I suppose I will take maybe I need to stop making fuel. Apprentice required. Okay, one apprentice can work here at the fuel. place, then smokery. Smokery had their own apprentice. Muffle has to be taught into an engineer. So I need more engineers. I need more engineers. So my school has to run back into action. Let's take Dart, who is gifted teacher, and take Fleet and Pip and Scrabble and teach them to become engineers. Hopefully it will be done fast. There was definitely more automation, but I think that AI isn't helping you. Maybe, or I'm just making a lot of mistakes. No thanks. I would really appreciate some clothing. Okay, I'm taking hardtack then. Oh, the woodcutter has chopped all the trees down. We can relocate the woodcutter here. The question is, how will the woodcutter get to the trees? Well, I think I know how. We'll just create some scaffolding like this, and we should be alright. I used to have a lot of mice for my boa. He loved them. What? What a random fact. Jose Matt. That's a savage fact. Very savage. Let's go for clothes, or no, actually let's reject shipment. I shouldn't be buying anything. Also, the systems in Timberborn are based off renewable resources, which means you don't have to go back and move things around since they can't run out of work if you set things up properly. That's one thing. Like, I don't like that resources are really shallow. Like, mining resources are very shallow. Oh, and I just understood that wait, Pip, you shouldn't be learning that. You will go work with the Muffle in this farm. Yes. What are you gonna do now? You will go collect berries. What about planting trees? Huh? What about planting freaking flax? Okay, I see. Who cares? Definitely not my mice. They don't care about planting flax. What's that? Those are berries, right? Let's destroy them and plant flax instead. 1, 2. Then here as well, some more flax, and then plant berries here, because they have some more or what? I planted berries, not trees. What is happening here? Am I crazy, or the game plans everything but what I mean, let's do it again. I mean, what? I'm gonna cancel all the stuff that I just prescribed. So I planted flax here. 1, 2, 3. I don't like it. 1, 2. Then I planted berries here. Now let's check. Trees. What? Flax. Flax. Okay. At least this is not going incorrectly. I think there are not enough farmers to handle how much you're trying to plant, even though you aren't planting that much. Well, that is strange, but maybe you're right. I hope the situation will change now. Some weird stuff is definitely going on in the back, and yeah, there aren't any available workers for my carpenter. The school finished education. Let's now assign a carpenter, and one more worker here. Crafts master. I think I have crafts masters. Let me check who they are. Mining camp. Cafe. Gosh, have a craftsmaster in the cafe. Sable. Stone cutter. Yeah, that's correct. Shimmer mining camp. No, that's not correct. Mining camp and cafe. I need to teach them. So you are gonna be kicked out of the cafe. Instead of you, they will be working somebody like this. And we need to take... Who was that good educator? Dart, I think it was Dart who was good educator, right? So we take Dart, who will teach Pebble, and that miner, Shimmer, you are fired. Unfortunately, I cannot have you work in the mines anymore. I need to send you to work, to study engineering and then work in the industry. So yeah, Shimmer goes here. And yeah, you go learn. As for this place, I don't have any available whiskers, just as intended. Do I have any available miner? Well, I could, but yeah, that will have to wait. Oh, maybe I have a miner in the logistics hub? No, I don't. Oh, look, I had so many workers in the logistics hub. Diligent, thoughtful, inquisitive. But they're working, right? So they're delivering resources. Maybe I shouldn't touch them because... Wait. No, not working. They are sitting here and doing nothing. Let's kick this farmer out and teach her to become another engineer, and kick this one out as well and assign to the mine. Yeah, and kick this one out and go do something, I don't know. Because this logistician thing is useless. Bunch of slackers taking the government dough just to sit around and drink something. Yeah, exactly. I'm furious about that. How could they? How could they betray my trust so badly? In the times when I'm struggling to find enough people to work in critical infrastructure, they are slacking there like no man's business, no mice business, no mouse business. What's this symbol? What does it... Sure. Wait. It's still glowing. I thought I fixed it, no? Yeah, now it works. Now it works. +5. By the way, if I do something like this and then... Oh, no. I cannot do it because they have to walk here. Have to walk here and it's impossible. You can forget about it. Okay, I'll think about it later. Let's not focus on too many things at the same time. What about my research? Still have plenty of time ahead. What, they still cannot catch up with the tasks? I'm sure it's some glitch. I mean, it's just impossible. Why is my... Let's remove these berries from here because it's just unacceptable. And I think this farmer struggles to get to the working area. Let's create a plank path and a staircase here. Yeah, I didn't think about it, but probably I should have thought about it. So let's remove one piece here and create a staircase. Should be much more helpful now. Only one student remaining. Let's have a look what I can sell. Cut stones can be sold to get 1 bullion. I'm gonna take it. Look at how much gold is coming my way. Is that gold? Has to be. Whiskers, no thank you. No thank you. The school has no students, so let's drop. And return our... What do you mean teaching? Who are you teaching? What are you doing here? I need an apprentice. And then 2 standard workers. 1, 2. Then I need a worker at the carpenters. 1 craftsmaster. And another craftsmaster. And then frost. Actually, if I take this tangle lady, I'll be able to... I need 1 more apprentice, it looks like. I need 1 more apprentice, and I need more... Yeah, too many grandmasters, craftsmasters. Too many. I just needed 1, 2. Now I need 2. 1 in stoneworks and 1 in the carpenters. Maybe I can take 1 person from here and 1 person from here. And... Dart, you're an apprentice, right? So I need, like I said, one more apprentice, right? Dart will teach one more apprentice. And then I'll teach one more person to be an engineer. Yeah, and let's see what this carpenter is about, what we can do with those wooden vices. Maybe they will improve the housing quality or what. Hello, Lysian. From some point of view, this game is the representation of a trash tank with mice dabbling in it, but if mice mind, the trash tank looks like... in mice's mind, the trash tank looks like this game, nice and shiny, and every citizen works for the greater good. Trash tank is like a huge container for trash where people put their trash bags. We have trash tanks in or trash containers in Russia. Well, in some cities. Mostly we have trash containers which are metal, but sometimes we have trash kind of huge tanks. Yeah. And yeah, Illusion, this is Nicholas. Nicholas, this is Illusion. Illusion is my ex-English student, my friend. He is an IT specialist. Yeah. Dumpster, yes, dumpster that raccoons love a lot. Camp is idle. Oh, I have several camps that are idle. Oh, look at this. Industrial hell, how much extraction. I still don't get the game's logic. Like, you are supposed to constantly mine. Then as you mine constantly, you get to the situation where you have excess stone that you don't have a chance to dispose, and then you have to micromanage all the time. All the time. Not so fun, not so fun. I'm even getting close to a thought that I want to maybe switch back to Farthest Frontier for a while, because it's more understandable there than here. Oh, finally they began working on the crops. But not on flax, sadly. And again, the mining camp is out of work. Why is that? Gosh, they walk slowly, super slowly. We don't have any more golden ore here. Still have some here. And what's this? Copper ore. Okay, copper ore is good too. Let's gather it. What's this one? That's coal. That's coal. Are you not within the... Why are you not going there to mine? Probably because they cannot climb down effectively. I suppose that's why. So let's give them some proper stairs. One here, then one here, and then long one here. And one more here. Natty Jill or Gil, I'm not sure. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. No, it's not. It's quite a fresh game, so it didn't have enough time to become my favorite yet. So, yeah. and for now I'm not sure it can become one. How is your day? Let's have a look if they have a chance to wash. Yeah, I think some of them don't have maybe time to get to the bath, but needs a bath. Mostly it's about clothing. A day's cool. That's nice to know. Nice to know. What's your favorite game?
Carrying cargo or commuting to work. Every whisker appreciates a good path. A good, proper path. Nothing better. I love it when I start going in a direction and poof, as if someone knew my destination, a perfect path is there to lead me on. We could use some more good paths.
Stone path. And where do I get that? Requires schematic. Very funny. Cut stones. Cut stones, not standard stones. It's crazy. I mean, this cut stones thing is gonna be haunting me. My day is good. Good. Playing, streaming, stuff like that. And just a thing I wanted to say. If you are here to promote your design services, do not. Just do not. Let's be wise of your time and my time and not have this conversation, please. And here is a third Amogus. Almost there, just one more block. Is this correct? I think so. Yeah, we have a third Amogus statue. Congratulations. I think it's a perfect moment to take a screenshot. Look at this beautiful ocean and yeah. Is this game hard or easy? It's rather hard. I would say it's rather hard. It is a colony builder, and so you're supposed to manage a lot of things at once, micromanage, and it's still early access, and because of this, many things are not yet calibrated, and yeah, it kinda can be taxing on you. I need to create some plank path to this bathing house, I suppose. And maybe I'm gonna add a tree here. Yeah. Not sure if this is gonna help the situation, but let's hope that it will. Now I'm gonna refuse supplies. Yeah. Oh, I'm building fishing dock? What? No, not fishing dock. I wanted to build bathing dock. Not sure why the game thought that I was planning to fish. Yeah, you can try to play any game on Steam. It's available there. So... Okay, at least I got a lot of gold from from underneath, and we'll have enough resources to build things. Sorry, not to build things, to sell, to pay for my taxes in 2 days. 90 Jill. Why are you here? Can you tell me? I'm here to see your stream. Not to promote any design services, no? Yeah. Okay, so like I said, it would be better if you just forgot that idea, and that will save a lot of time for you, for me, because your questions, I mean, I respect when people ask questions, but you don't ask questions to hear my answers. You ask questions because you want to create an impression that you are interested, and you are not interested in what I have to say at all. You are interested in selling things. I'm not interested in buying those things because I can design my own stuff, and if I cannot, my sister, who is an artist, can do that for me. So, as I said, let's not waste each other's time, and can you please not pretend to be interested, because you are not, and it can be a bit impolite and uncomfortable. Let's see what the situation is. So we still have some mice that have dirty fur. So despite building a bathing dock, a second one, they still couldn't wash themselves. Poor sleep. Somebody snored. Pollution. Ate raw food. I don't understand how to tackle this. It's just... What about that thing? Stylish fashion? No. What about those items that I produced? Are they on my resource list somewhere? Yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you for your understanding. So, wooden vices. I've created them, but they are apparently useless. And where am I gonna use them? Maybe some production building here. Oh, and I forgot, I haven't even learned how to cultivate mushrooms in the meantime. Carpenter. The problem is maybe that I got this building from tier 2 or tier 1 rather, and I wasn't ready for this. Coppersmith, bronze nails, ocean outlet pipe, water pipe connection, conveyor belts, medium warehouse, heating stove, stone stairs, elevator, decorative fountain, luxury supplier, showers, stone row house, stone block house, stone abode. Potash fertilizer. It feels as if you're supposed to play the game this way. You create a tiny colony with well, nothing on the internet about devices. Well, so I think you have to create what? You have to create several miners. Let's say four miners plus woodcutter and farmers. That will be 8 mice. Then research facility 2. That will be 10 mice. Plus sawmill 1. That will be 13. School maybe. So that will be 15. Have I forgotten someone important? I think no. So 15 mice. And you stop there. You just stop there. You might even have 2 miners, like 13 mice. And you just run this colony for, I don't know, 100 playtime hours until you get all the research done. And then you can start playing. Because before that, you literally are forced by the game. I mean, you're not forced, of course, but you want to play and you start building things. And then you learn that everything you've built is just nonsense. Like all these houses, they will have to be demolished or they can stay here, but Whiskers will complain. Their mood will drop. Approval will drop, especially in the winter. And you will mess up eventually. You will have no money to pay. If you play, especially if you play on higher difficulty, and like you will constantly micromanage your inflating colony to the point where you'll be just exhausted, and that's it. So it's kind of anticlimactic, I should say. I did figure out how to use Logistics Hub, though. It's literally the thing that frustrates me most about colony builders. I mean, it's just a bit, yeah. I mean, the most enjoyable thing here so far, I mean, the game has been incredible. I love it. It's just, there's something about calibration of stuff that has to be done. I don't know. Team Board was really bad about it as well. I see. Maybe if I played it outside the stream and I was just kind of sinking dozens of hours into the game, maybe in that case I would really like it. But for now, I am confused about what's happening. Quite confused, I should say. And miners have to be given some mining task. I mean, it's just, well, overwhelming. I don't know, to be doing this micromanagement, like 3 pieces of each mining resource, and then you have to come back and press all these buttons again and again. It's I'm not sure. Research tier 1. Andy, do you have a Discord you can share on private messages? I'm going offline right now, need to buy food and do some stuff. The thing is that further there are 2 problems. I don't use Discord generally because I'm not really a big fan of the platform. Secondly, it's banned in Russia, so to use it I'll have to use VPN, and that means that I do use VPN, but to get messages instantly, well, will be usually impossible because my VPN is usually off. But I mean, I definitely can exchange Discords. I'm totally in for that. Just it might not be the most efficient way to communicate. Also, if you have Telegram or WhatsApp, I'm very comfortable with sharing my phone number with you. I have Instagram. You can find me there on Instagram. It's on my profile. You can send me a message there. So Telegram and Instagram, I think, are probably the best ways to communicate. Telegram is the best way to communicate because you don't have to share your phone number there in the first place. You can just have a nickname. Yeah. I would just set up a massive strip mine and let them work for a while they figure out what things are. Discord is gross. Yeah. I mean, how are you supposed to mine in this game? I mean, I saw those pictures, so the game is annoyingly fun. I'm gonna quote that, Josiah Matt. It's a good. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Josiah Matt, or please correct me because I would hate to butcher your name. So annoyingly fun is what I'm gonna mention. Is this snow? Oh, it was just thunderbolt. I was afraid that it's already winter. I do have Telegram. Send it on. I will. Just a moment. Just a moment, man. I'll send you. Josiah or Josiah is the question. Just a moment further. Don't remember my nickname. Yeah, this is you got it, I hope. So we'll see you there. Nicholas, explain yourself. What's gross about Discord? And I just pressed the Z button to relocate to the town center, and it's muscle memory from Farthest Frontier. Ron muscle memory. The first one. So it's Josiah. Josiah Matt. Thank you for this quote. I think I'll use it. Or just call me Joey. Joey. Okay. Joey, pleased to meet you. I'm Andy. Is Matrix banned in Russia? Matrix? You mean the film? It's what I recommend for personal messaging. It's much more secure and easier to learn. The tools like Briar or XMPP. What are those things? I haven't heard of those. I mean, our powers that be work really hard on banning things. I'm not sure whether those that you mentioned are banned. I don't know. And let me check whether you responded to my private message further, because I see there is a private chat open. Okay, you got it. Okay. Perfect. Get back to the game. We got to tier. And I forgot to send another student. Sorry for my incessant. It's just excitement. Let's drop all people from the school and drop people from the carpenter building, because I don't know why I have to have it in the first place. Have the weaver work at all times, and yeah, one more worker here. Charcoal furnace or furnace. Yep. And the research facility. What do I want to have? Are they saying that every research of this tier requires both planks and what are these? Bronze bars, copper bars. I mean, look, people, it's just... I need copper for trading, but I also need copper for research. Isn't that too much? Well, at least I have a lot of copper bars per one piece of copper ore, but... there's something wrong about it. There's something wrong about it. Yeah. Oh, the answer to the question about Discord. It breeds a certain type of online pseudo communities that I find detestable. Also, it's completely unsecured, which is something I can't accept. Matrix is a personal messaging protocol, the most common app that uses it is call element. Maybe its own call element. Briar and XMPP are other protocols that are very good, probably better than Matrix, but I found people can find them confusing. You can think of all three as similar to Signal or WhatsApp, but much more secure. Man, you are really into security, aren't you? Cold element. Ah, I see. Right. Let's acquaint ourselves with the tier 1 technology. Stone abode, stone blockhouse, stone row house, showers, luxury supplier, bedding, which uses fabrics. How do I get fabrics? Chemist, rock salt, piped water makes saline solution. Stone path, stone stairs, elevators, claw's visage, decorative fountain. It's 2025. You kind of have to be. Well, I mean, you know what they say here. Often, nobody cares about us. And, well, for some people, it turns out not to be true. So yeah, I understand where you come from with your security concerns. Wheat cultivation enables farmers to grow wheat on farmland. Wheat can yield plentiful harvest, but requires processing before consumption and is more sensitive to soil fertility than native crops. Where are you supposed to farm it? I mean, really, it all kind of builds to the previous statement that I made, that you have to just discover everything and then start playing. Mill. Wind-powered millstone for producing flour. Bakery. Well, this we know from Farthest Frontier. Something, I mean, I'm scared to think. In Farthest Frontier, it takes ages to get to bakeries, and here is just, I think it will be taken eons to get there. Soup kitchen. Farmers Guild. A water pipe connection. Requires berries and fuel and piped water, and will make what? Berry soup? There's a name for that. It's called juice. Berry soup. Berry soup. Okay. Table salt. Rock salt and piped water. Table salt produces pollution. What's so polluting about table salt? Cannery makes canned food from berries. From berries. Ah, okay, that's preserves, like jam, okay. Fish, mushrooms, understand. Mushrooms too. Flour and mushrooms. I understand. Berry soup is a thing. It's normally a meat soup that has berries in it though, and isn't common anymore. Berry soup? Are you serious? Berry soup. What's that? Swedish blueberry soup. Not a single website opens to show me what those soups are. I mean, that looks quite beautiful. But still, I'm a bit dumbfounded by the discovery. Cowboys and other explorers in America used to make it. Okay. That's, this classical note, like, Dear Diary, today I learned Rubaboo. Dear Diary, today I learned something very special. So, Rubaboo, rhubarb, for real. Pemmican stew. Live to learn, I guess. Okay. Let's get back. Sifting Tower does what? I don't know what it does. It creates fuel out of coal. Carpenter fabrics makes threads. It's a discovery. So our weaver can make threads, and our flax spinner can make... No, threads can be made into fabrics, and flax spinner can make flax into threads. And I thought anno 1800 was difficult. Okay, tailor fabrics, tailored cloaks, bronze smelting. You won't catch my American ass eating berry soup unless it's going on toast. Bronze smelting, bronze bars, fire tongs, bronze nails, water pumping, ocean outlet pipe. Conveyor belts. Move resources along belts from input hopper to warehouses. Industries can assign input hoppers as their output destinations. Medium warehouse and a heating stove. Okay, I'm just curious, what about next year's? Furniture. Ooh. Wooden vices. No, that's just the existing recipe. Bathhouse. Apothecary. Dining hall. Passenger rail. Station platform. Whisker launcher. What? Steam-powered device that can launch whiskers to higher elevations. This one correlates with sliding, with sliders. Potash field fertilizer, tea cultivation, tea roaster, fish skewers, jam pastries. That's something you're talking about, Joey, I guess, about toast with fish with berry soup. Cotton gin. Or gin. Cotton gin or cotton gin? It's not alcohol, right? Cotton gin. Ah, it's engine. Cotton engine. Alright, and it's cotton gin. Oil press. Blast furnace. Blacksmith. Gold smelting. Steam power. Fluid controls. Steam radiator. Then soap. Civic office. Rail booster. Spice cultivation. Spice grinder. Fine kitchen. Fine tea. Steel smelting. Precision scales. Steel plates. Machinist, where you can finally make machinery, and steam engine. I mean, how many dozens of hours are you supposed to sink to get there to the top of the tier? What? That too, Nicholas, you're right. Cannot check that. And I still don't get where you can grow mushrooms. Oh. Now I know where. Huh. Look at this. But are they saying that I have to dig underground tunnels for mushrooms? Yeah, it's just, remember, we were like checking yesterday and the game said that the conditions were bad, but today the game says that the conditions are good. Yeah, this time it's different. But food is never a problem. You can have tons of berries. And what's the point of that? I'm trying to understand, is it me that is doing something wrong in the game, or it's just supposed to be played differently? Like, I want to build a beautiful town, a nice colony, but I get to understand that it's not the point, not at the start. Like, you have to go industry. Yeah, the speed is just... I mean, I love the process, but if I get one discovery per day, let's count. So just if I'm efficient and I get one discovery per day, which is not a realistic scenario, but still. So we have 10, 14, 17, 18 at tier 0. Then you remember that research tier 1 took us like 5 days approximately, maybe more. Let's take 7. So that's 25 days just to cover tier 0. Then you have this. It's like 25 plus 6, 31 days. But I don't think it's realistic to have it in in 30 days actually, because of the prerequisites that you have to be farming, have to be mining all the time. Maybe it gets better over time, but what I also don't understand, okay, where will I get all the resources that I need? Where will I get all this copper ore? Do I have to manually select all resources myself each time? On every island, I cannot just do something like, I mean, of course I can do something like this, but it will take ages. And then what will I do with all the stone that I cannot even discard? That's a tad complicated. Maybe some, you know, like there has to be a button somewhere here, like find this around the map. Find copper ore, coal, mine it everywhere. At the same time, maybe they want to avoid it because they don't want to let Whiskers. I mean, yeah, and you, gosh, it's just the game design is so restricting in itself. Like you will have to create paths, right, to let them get to the territory, and then excavating some resources will maybe destroy those paths or create holes in the terrain that you might be wanted to use for farming, or and also how are they to know that there is something down there in the middle of the mountain, because a lot of resources are hidden inside, so we technically have to begin from the top and cut each layer one by one, and it's just a titanic effort. Check on the logistics. Just a moment. On the warehouses. I mean, I was mind blown that you can dig underground tunnels and build inside those tunnels. You can build something, but at the same time, to what end? Maybe I just want to be a worm, that infamous worm from those questions, would you love me if I were a worm? Because maybe I want to dig tunnels. Maybe it's my life passion, and I need to play some different game, or even better yet, I should just grab a shovel and go to the forest and start digging and build a house there, like bushcraft. Maybe that's what the game wants to tell me. I mean, maybe that was the meaning why I began playing this game. I know, of course, I like the art style, but it's at the same time I love the colony that we built. It's really pretty. It's enjoyable to look at them. They are very cute mice, all of them. They make beautiful sounds, very cute. I don't know. Maybe you just need to think of it like Dwarf Fortress and avoid the surface for everything but farming. Okay, so if we go inside, the inside rock, where will we put all the excess stone is the question. Like, there is no mechanic to dump resources. I like the idea. It is an interesting challenge, but without this chance to get rid of stones, it's hard. Turn it into blocks. But I mean, you see that I have stone cutter running full speed all the time and still cannot manage to. And I'm not cutting ore at all times. I mean, I give them breaks and I still accumulate a ton of stone. But what about another thing? You have to pay taxes, and to pay taxes, you have to mine exactly for precious ores. You cannot just. I mean, you can rely on contraband. I mean, on smuggling, of course, and turn in those cut stones. But I'm sorry. I should remind you that if we go to tier 1, I'm sorry, stone paths and stone stairs and elevators. Okay, not elevators, but stone paths and stone stairs and stone abodes and block houses and row houses. Actually, a lot of buildings here require cut stones, so you cannot even use that material as your trading asset. You have to stockpile it for construction purposes. And okay, maybe you will build another stone cutter, but it's an expensive building by itself. You have to have craftmasters there, and 2 apprentices. So you will have quite problematic mice on your hands that will complain a lot. So it's kind of problem on the problem. It's stacking. Put it in warehouses you delete. Yeah, I mean, I like this approach, but like another piece of micromanagement. If I could sell it, it would be just. Imagine if they add this feature to sell stones. That would solve a ton of problems. Just like actually without all this complicated plan, just make stones, standard stones, sellable to whiskers, to cats, to those felines. So you will get rid of excess ore, you will get money, and you can drill and drill and drill forever. I will put this idea on the forum because it's just. I mean, they will have to rewrite their introductory notes, right? Because they speak about what you can sell and what you cannot sell in voice. It's strange that they allowed us to sell logs, but not stones. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe they have some way to discard stones. Maybe. Let's go to the Steam page. I'm just interested. I haven't read the reviews since the game was released into early access, but I'm gonna check now. On the Steam forums, they just recommend putting them back with the Earth. Yeah, very cool. So, review type negative. This game is honestly kind of bad. I like the concept a lot and its charm is really cool, but not proving the player with a way to make the warehouses outside of pure luck schematic drops is kind of absurd for a city builder game and something I've never seen to have come across before in the genre. Especially if you lack something really badly, blah blah blah. It's about warehouses. A Russian review. Not a bad simulator of a colonial pushover. However, there is very little content. I disagree. There is no battle system. What? It's because the person is complaining that there are pirates and cats and you cannot defend yourself, which is actually something I thought about you. I thought we would have cannons to defend ourselves like Anno, but we don't get it. And so if I had pirates, I would just tolerate constant assaults. Okay, next. Next, vertical synchronization. I play games to escape from reality. The struggle and financial hardship in this game reminds me too much of real life. Hello everyone, I bought this game because it looks promising. Another Russian review. Interesting setting. The settlement is going up and is going wide and high. Good optimization, but the game stops me from developing. Nighttime is too slow. No tutorial, fatal error. I really wanted to like Whiskerwood, but I have massive issues with the pacing and the never-ending loop of receiving gifts that are collected as taxes just a few days later. The feeling of progress is in early game almost doesn't exist. You have to play at 3x speed to actually accomplish anything, and you're also obliged to end each and every day manually by clicking on a button. The user interface is exhausting. A lot of buttons have no hover text at all, so we have no idea what those are good for. It's a pity because this is a very polished early access game with a lot of content. You will just really likely get bored and annoyed long before you touch any meaningful mechanics Whiskerwood offers. No, strange. Those reviews are not very relatable to me. Okay, let's look at the positive ones. Early access positive. UI needs more polish. I don't think so. It's not fully balanced. Some aspects need fine-tuning. Economy, taxes, research, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Yes. Speaking to the head developer here, stone is a far bigger problem than you seem to understand, Daniel. No offense, but if you got 150 stone, you can't produce stone blocks fast enough to use them for building, so you don't have the endless time and people to build ways over the water with them. You just stay stuck on those in your warehouses or waste time dumping them instead of building ways with wood, which is much faster and easier, especially because you don't need to move a building concept to produce blocks at first. The game has too many different fun things. You know, let's just do what? I'm gonna save. And I wanted to share my screen with you, but maybe it's... Yeah, why don't I share my screen? So let's just quit the game. And because I don't think I'll continue playing now. And capture the window with Steam. No, not this one. With Steam, I said. Why isn't Steam capturable? What? I cannot capture Steam. Very interesting. All right. I myself get really all hands full on to handle having enough food, houses, fireplaces, and metal cotton for tax payment. Building warehouses is already kind of a permanent task. Asides. Could you please give us the possibility to sell the stone to a smuggler or get rid of them by paying some taxes with them too? It's not needed to get a lot of money by them, but it would definitely solve the problem with building 100 warehouses till you can build any bigger ones. Yeah. So there are same thoughts I can observe. Problems. Rewards from completing quests and inventory from supply ships are always placed in your central warehouse, even if they would not normally have space there or don't want them there. No way to set their default placement elsewhere. Current design of logistics hubs doesn't allow to control any of the actual logistics within the building itself. Because of how logistics is currently designed, you can only set incoming requests for materials at each location, blah blah blah. And there is a patch. There is a patch that is being downloaded right now by Steam. Let's have a look at what they have. I suppose they will have some patch notes now. Patch number 4. What is it about? Today we focused on adding quality of life improvements and fixing more bugs. Namely, now you can add cargo to the tax ship quicker. Before holding shift added increments of 5. Now you can add in increments of 25 with control and 99 with alt. Players also reported planting new fields would grow the wrong crop. Yes, we narrowed that bug down to stale field indexes. Many players also requested to see the count of available housing, so we, added that alongside guild and skill population counts when you hover over the whisker population in the top bar. My personal favorite bug from today was the conveyor belt jamming. Certain items such as bread were physically too long to fit into the warehouse's conveyor socket. We made the socket longer. Please do read the full changelog to see every change. Daniel, lead programmer on Whiskerwood. What annoys me most is that there is tons of simps in the comment that just say get good to any of the reasonable complaints about balance. The screen isn't shared, by the way. Yeah, because I didn't find a way to share Steam because OBS refused to do that somehow. Not sure why though. I don't want to share my whole screen for the, guess what, security. Oh, no, now I can share my Steam. So I don't know why it appeared now. So now you should be able to see the changelog. So tax payments now support Shift Control Alt hotkeys for increments, optimized. I mean, why couldn't they just add not numbers, UI buttons there? Why Shift Control Alt? Are they obsessed with hotkeys? Optimize the loading time. Added overtime toggle. After activating overtime, you can now toggle it to automatically renew as long as you have enough approval. Reduce admin tax by 8 per day. Increase the capacity of all warehouses. What? 60%, and you're doing this just now? Snow now appears on ground at 0 degrees Celsius. That's lore correct. I can attest to that totally, being a Siberian. Boost steam radiator range, heater range, add overtime and pause functionality to the logistics hub, display warning when earthworks camp has no designated cells in range. Show total housing plus extra data in tooltip when hovering population on top bar. Make bathing dog say soap is delivered by luxury supplier. Make photo mode hide pause widget and world icons. We have photo mode here. Can now pause and pause while in photo mode. Improve padding on signpost widgets. Fix bread and other long items not fitting through warehouse conveyor socket. Fix embark fly and animation of match and magic base drop. music bass drop. Fix right shift on being the fix smuggler. Whisker's getting stuck on stairs. Stuck. Fix cafe workers not taking food from warehouses. Fix fields sometimes being assigned to wrong crop when created with the farm tool. Acknowledgements, Steam reviews, official wiki, and beginner's guide. Rate up. I think I'm still gonna leave a positive review to the game. It's just that I don't think I'm gonna be a playtester. Not for something so niche. I need to take my interests into account, so I probably will switch to Farthest Frontier or War Tales if my sickness is down. Yeah, I'm not sure. I still feel a bit nausea when I think about War Tales. It's a very strange psychological phenomenon. Yeah. Farthest Frontier. Maybe we have to play Farthest Frontier to scratch the itch for construction. Still early access, so they have time to fix these things. Yeah. Maybe the game will actually become a much more playable gemstone later. Well, my friends, I think we're finishing here. I thought I would be live longer, but I just don't see any reason to get on. And I need to retreat and think what to play next. And rest. Well, it's technically almost midnight here, so good time to decompress. Yeah. Any RPGs you're interested in trying? In trying, no. I'm thinking about replaying Divinity 2 another time, because it's just something. It's an extraordinary game. Of course, one day I think I'll stream Planescape Torment because I have a tattoo from the game. It's on my chest here. Then maybe I'll play Torment Tides of Numenera because it's a successor to Planescape Torment. I might finish Pillars of Eternity. It's just that it involves a lot of reading. Yeah, and it's not that interesting to watch. I checked that previously. I think closer to New Year, I want to replay Deus Ex Human Revolution and then Deus Ex Mankind Divided, because I feel like my desire to play those two games closer to New Year increases, especially if I'm still in Krasnoyarsk at that time in the winter. I mean, Krasnoyarsk is my home city, so it will be quite cold, and I have this association, Deus Ex and winter, somehow, probably because I streamed it in the winter all the times, and I told you that I streamed Mankind Divided during the New Year night a couple of years ago. So yeah, War Tales and Farthest Frontier, Deus Ex, Divinity. As for some new games, not sure. Kingdom Come Deliverance, of course, is always a candidate, but I don't have a forged link to the game. Joey says, Oleva plays Oxygen not included and Door Kickers. Door Kicker, like what? What kind of? And Oxygen not included, I think it's a great game. Just that the animation style, the visual style is not really my thing. Unfortunately, I'm very graphics dependent, and it doesn't always mean good graphics. It just means that I should like the graphics. Oh, we could also play Gothic 3 because I love the game. About the remastered Oblivion, not sure. Still don't miss the game. I streamed it a couple of years ago. a year ago. Yeah. Nicholas, you went to YouTube immediately. A bit difficult to learn. Yeah, I had a student who was really into playing such stuff, and once we had a lesson, it was over Discord, by the way. He was sharing his screen and talking about his colony, and that took the whole lesson, maybe more. I think it was more like 90 minutes. He was and still is very fluent at English, like C1 level, and my task was to catch him on some mistakes, like grammar and vocabulary. So the more he talked, the better. And so through that presentation, I could identify some language deviations to take care of later. But essentially, that lesson was an excursion into Oni. Very enjoyable, very enjoyable. I mean, you could think of that as a dream job, right? Like you basically watch as your student shows you his colony in oxygen not included, explains everything, and you like video games, you love English, you love video games, you love English, and you get paid for that, for doing that. Yeah, I love my job. Yeah, I don't do it for money, but it helps, of course. And having such lessons is a very cool story. Yeah. Yes. So I don't want to stretch it for too long. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Let's used to get to build Legos with kids for work, which was pretty lit. Yeah, I still have a chest of Lego at my place. Don't play it, unfortunately, but I loved it very much. And I'm not gonna give it away. It will be a treasure. It's literal chest. It's a chest with Lego. I think I'll use it maybe for some party later. Yeah, let's do the traditional goodbye ceremony. So and gratitude ceremony. So Dada the Great, Fyodor, Federico, and Nicholas de Bory, and Illusian, and Natty Jill, who was a kind of half spammer, but still was nice enough to not terrorize me with marketing, with some what's this called? With some marketing pitches. Yeah, and on YouTube we have Josiah Matt or Joey and Nicholas de Bory again. Yes, thank you so much for coming and talking to me today. I really appreciate your support and attention. Joey, thanks for the subscription. That's valuable, and I can promise I will deliver on my side. I will continue streaming. Have been doing that for 5.5 years, so you don't have to worry about me disappearing, at least not in the any foreseeable future. Yes, my thanks to those who have been listening or watching silently, and my regards to everyone who will see the recording, even though there isn't much to be seen, I suppose, today. I mean, it was quite a peculiar stream this time, but it happens. And anyway, I really enjoyed myself talking to you people. Really, I did. So thanks. Have a beautiful day or night. Well, I suppose Joey and Nicholas, you are in the US, so to you it's definitely even a morning still. So have a beautiful morning, then a beautiful day, and so on. And looking forward to talking to you later. Take care and cheers. Thank you.